quick update, guys. Pretty interesting stuff. Went and talked to my neighbor lady today. She lived here before I did. For 3 years before I moved into this house. Okay? 3 years. My neighbor lady lived here. Wonderful woman. I mean, good Christian, solid, boom. This chick, good people. Let us know what's up. Really, really good people. So, listen, I called Dillo last night. You guys can, confirm with Dillo. I heard this weird, almost like a girl getting murdered last night. And it was loud. I was sitting in my kitchen, right where I'm sitting now. I was like, what the hell is that? Right? No. Sorry. We're buffing. Next thing I know, I see the neighbor lady out there with a flashlight. I'm like, what in the hell is going on, I mean, I'm thinking somebody's getting murdered or, something. The neighbor on my one side, it's an abandoned house, okay? Then we got the chicken lady that lives next door to me, and she's got chickens. That's why I call her the chicken lady. And the other house at the end of the road, which is the end of the road, there's nobody living there. So I was like, well, this is weird. And I called Dillo. I'm like, man, what's up, dude? I said, and I'm walking around the backyard with a flashlight live with Dillo on Facebook, right? You guys can, get with Dillo, and he's going to tell you the exact same story that I'm about to tell you. So about 45 minutes ago, the neighbor lady came over and knocked on the door. She was like, what was going on last night? I said, I don't know. She's like, that's not the first time I've heard that since I've lived here. Guys, I live on West Branch. Cross the street. Walk out my front door, straight across the street. Okay? There's 4,000 acres of West Branch State Park before you hit any private land. On the other side of the lake, there's 7,200 acres. Okay, I mean, you can look this area up. Okay, it's James A. Kerwin Dam, West Branch State Park, Ohio. There's a lot of land here, a lot of BRFO sightings. Okay, registered sightings in this area. And I mean, I told you guys about the Price Road sighting. File 118 was taken from over here. So I was like, it didn't sound like a Sasquatch, but I started researching it and I was like, damn, a lot of people report screaming, like a female screaming. And if you remember way back when, guys, when me and Jack were doing hunts together. That's Jack Riggs. He always claimed that he heard like a woman screaming. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's a Sasquatch. I'm just saying it's some kind of weird stuff. So what are you saying, Charles? We got some hooker Bigfoots over there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a Bigfoot. I'm just saying it's pretty weird because, dude, listen, I heard it plain as day. Plain as day last night. Okay? And I'm telling you right now, 100% plain as day. I mean, even the neighbor lady was outside. We're both in our backyard with flashlights. Okay, I got 3,100 acres behind me. That is a wildlife preserve. West Branch Wildlife Preserve. There's public hunting land. There's public land that have trails going through it. and there is wildlife preserves that you're not allowed to be in. Behind my house is one of those, okay? So I don't even know. I mean, I just thought it was kind of weird. Chris says, my neighbor has heard what sounds like a woman screaming bloody. That's what it sounded like, Chris. Chris, that's exactly what it sounded like last night. I swear to God, you think I'm lying? You guys called Dillo. I got on Facebook live with Dillo, boom, Messenger. And I was walking around the backyard. Dillo's watching the whole thing. I'm like filming it, and I got the light, you know. I thought you found some tracks back in there up on the bank. Well, Jerry and Dillo did find tracks back there. Yes. You know, but I mean, just because you find tracks don't mean anything. Could be a migrational route, could be lots of things. Not the first time I've heard of this, Chris says. Okay. So it's not the first. So, I don't know. So maybe I'm not crazy, you know, according to Chris. Tina, what's up, man? I see you. Let us know, all of you, man, you know, in case I didn't say hi to you. But I was just sitting here, you know, and thinking about it. And the reason why I'm live is because the neighbor lady just left here. She's like, what was going on last night? And I told her probably about 2 months ago about me hunting Bigfoot and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I grew up in the country all my life and never seen no Bigfoot, blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday that happened. And now she's starting to feel weird. And then she told me about another situation she had about 6 months before me and Mr. Anderson moved into this house. Okay? Same thing. Bloody murder scream. You know? But there were 3 of them in a row. And she ran out there with her light, looking, checking. So, but at the time, the house on the other side of her, there were some meth heads living in there. So she just chalked it up to that. So now I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't just a coincidence, if you know what I mean. I don't know, man. I mean, there's just been some really strange stuff going on around my house, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Chris says, you're not crazy, Charles. Chris, thank you, because I need somebody to tell me that, because I'm feeling super crazy right now. I mean, I went out, and I'm screaming out in the yard. Me and the neighbor lady's talking last night. Malibu comes out. She's like, what's all the commotion? Out of her camper. And she's like, I didn't hear anything. I said, how in the hell could you not hear that? I was in my house. Yeah. See, there's Dello. Hey, tell him I called you last night. Tell him. Dello will tell you, man. I was freaked out. That's the reason why we didn't go back and do a night hunt. Because I was like, what the hell is going on in my house, around my house, you know? Maybe the Bigfoot tried to draw you or some woman back there. I don't know, man. But I'm just saying it was really, really strange. I mean, it was really strange, Les. I'm not going to lie to you. And I've been thinking, what is really going on back there? So, I don't know. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe when we do our get-together and we go to File 118, we walk around there, maybe we just walk all the way to here, cover all those woods. I know it's a long way. Some of you ain't going to be able to do it, but some of you are, you know? And I mean, I'll be with you every step of the way. Maybe we should really try to figure out what's really going on in this area, because listen, Look it up on a map. West Branch is right next to 27,000 acres. That is the arsenal. The arsenal has been, they abandoned the arsenal in 1976, and it wasn't reopened in 2000 until 2012. So for many years, everything just dilapidated and was overgrown. Plus, not counting that most 99% of it is woods. Okay? So wait till the get together. We can do a grid search with drones. That's what I'm talking about. So those of you that can fly drones, we're going to bust out our drone and you guys can fly it, figure it out. You know, I'm pretty sure we got thermal on our drone. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we do. So, and this was at the GSA. No, this is behind my house, Les. This happened last night, man. You know? You can take your shirt off in my swamp. There'll be, yeah, I'm used to skeeters, brother. I'm used to it, you know? So anyways, I just wanted to touch base with you because the neighbor lady just left here. And I mean, even she's a little spooked out. So, I don't know. And she's lived here for a minute. You know, she's lived in this area. So, I just wanted to touch base with you guys real quick and see what's going on with everything. And it was weird. That's all I got to say. It's a noise I've never heard before. Listen, I've heard bobcats. I've heard cougars. Most people, what they think are Sasquatch are cougars. They make really crazy noises. Cougars make crazy. This was not a cougar. It was something that I've never heard before. And I've heard Sasquatch whoop, holler, howl, yell, scream, whatever you want to call it. But that noise last night was a little bit on the weird side. This calls for an investigation. Maybe do a hunt back there. That's what I'm thinking when we get our meet and greet together. You know, maybe we really should go back there and check it out. See, Dillo and Jerry went back there. Look, I don't even mess around back there. I don't even play games. I got a little feeder at the end of my property. Deer come up, I shoot them. Stick them in the freezer, tag them, whatever. I don't really even go back there. So Dillo and Jerry went back there, you know? And I guess that's where you guys found a track or something, Dillo. And, you know, I don't talk to Mr. Anderson anymore. Yeah, he called me as soon as he heard it. Dillo says, yeah, I called you. I was like, dude, because I was hoping somebody else could hear it. I'm like, I got to get this, you know? Yeah, it was kind of weird, man. I ain't going to lie to you. And I've, 2 years I've lived here? And I ain't never heard nothing like that. Yeah, almost 2 years I've lived here, you know? Going to look for tracks, see, or record it next time. I got to do something. I don't know. So I'm thinking about just staying away from there. Wait until the meet and greet and all you guys come up and then, well, you know, let's go back there and see what we can discover, you know? I'm not saying there's anything back there, but what I am saying is that was freaking weird last night. Man, listen, bro, I've been in the woods all my life and I ain't never heard nothing like that. I've been standing in front of Sasquatch. I've watched Sasquatch howl. I've watched their silhouettes go, whoop, you know, and never, I ain't never heard nothing what I heard last night. You know, good evening, Charles. Bigfoot and can mimic other animals like bobcats. This was not a bobcat sound, unknown cryptid. This was not a bobcat sound. This was not a Cougar sound. This was dude, I swear to freaking God, man, it sounded like a woman screaming. Like somebody being murdered. Like, the neighbor lady didn't even know what to do. She was like, should we have called the police? I'm like, what the hell is the police going to do? It's me and you on the road. There's a house next to her. That's right now, nobody lives in it. They're remodeling it. The house next to me is abandoned. I mean, then you have 5,000 acres that way, 4,000 acres behind me. What the hell? I mean, I don't know. It was weird. I'm just saying it was a little bit on the strange side. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know, because it's really starting to get to my brain, because neighbor lady said that when she first moved in, she heard something similar. This is before I got here. Skinwalkers do women scream sound. I ain't doing the skinwalker thing. Don't even get me. Jesus Christ. Here we go, Soundwave. Skinwalkers. Skinwalker my ass. It's either a Sasquatch or I don't know what the hell it is, a ghost or some shit. I don't know what the hell it is, but geez, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. So, anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Take kid fishing. I love you guys, man. Think of that. All right. 216-632-9385. That's my personal cell phone number, guys. If you guys are feeling low, depression is real. I'm telling you, man. Listen, when I tell you that depression is real, it is. And yeah, we can all be tough guys. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Life is much better when we're a team. Okay? And you guys have proved that to me over the years, because I was always that solo guy that would just suck it up, buttercup, until you guys came along. I didn't start Outdoor University. You guys did. You made it what it is, okay? And there's a really good support group here, and I think it's an amazing thing. I think it's a blessing from God. So with all that being said, I love every single one of you, and I will talk to you in the great outdoors. Later, guys. By the way, barefoot. And yeah, that's Tang. How many of you guys ever drank? Remember Tang? Yeah. You're a Gen Xer if you know what Tang is. Tang and vodka. Later. Now, if I can figure out how to shut this damn thing off. That's obviously the wrong button. But this one. Let's try this.